Good afternoon. It is with a great deal of pride that we present the Chattagay Central School Class of 2022 for graduation. We will begin with the pledge to the flag, the national anthem, and the alma mater sung by the senior quartet. Please remain seated while we have the processional. I'm going to ask them to stand back up and ask everyone to please stand as we welcome, as we have the pledge to the flag and the national anthem. Please remain standing as we welcome Stephen Dwyer to the stage for the invocation.
Father, we thank you for our time here together, for the friends that were made, for the memories that were created, and for the lessons that were learned. We thank you for the people in our lives who have dedicated their own time and pushed us towards success. Our families and loved ones, our teachers and role models. We thank you for them and give them all to you in prayer. While this portion of our lives is drawing to a close, a new one is just beginning. With it, new hardships will emerge. Give our bodies your strength to persevere through them. New decisions shall present themselves. Give our minds your thoughts so that we will be driven to make the right choices. And new experiences will occur. Give our hearts your joy so that the laughs and fun times will continue. We thank you for watching over us and giving us this special day. Through the hardships of the past year, we ask you for your continued guidance in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
You may be seated. Please join me in welcoming Jaden Rushford, class of 2022, for President of the class of 2022, for opening remarks.
Good afternoon. As class president, it is my pleasure to welcome friends, family, teachers, staff, and administration and the Board of Education here today. Welcome. It is also my pleasure to relay the class of 2022's appreciation to all of those who have helped us make it here and to this very moment as we celebrate this achievement. Thank you, teachers, for always pushing us to be the best that we can. And when we stumbled, you did not hesitate to help us. You nurtured our minds, teaching us it was okay not to always know the answer as long as we never stopped searching for it. We will forever be grateful for not only the things you taught us in class, but also the life lessons you shared with us. Thank you to all who have helped us shape us into the young adults we are today. It is because of you that each day we get to choose who we want to be in this world. As I look across this stage, I see the most wonderful, hardworking, resilient, and kind group of people I have ever met. Over this past year, we have grown together more than I ever thought possible, and as we enter this new world filled with new experiences, I cannot wait to watch you accomplish everything you set out to do, because I know you will do incredible things for this world. Thank you to each of you for never hesitating to offer a helping hand to me and my fellow classmates. I wish you nothing but the best for the rest of your lives. I would like to take this moment to thank our advisors, Mrs. Jarvis and Mrs. Martin. You have looked out for us over the past 4 years, and although you were thrown many obstacles, you managed to handle them with care every time, teaching us how to problem solve, and especially how to make light out of every situation, even when it may be difficult. You have made our high school experience unforgettable, which we will forever be grateful for. Please come forward to accept a small gift in appreciation for everything you have done for us.
Good afternoon. Mrs. Martin and I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Dwyer, Mrs. Fowler, and the Board of Education, and all of the parents, staff, and family for your continuous support, especially with all of our fundraising activities. We are extremely proud of each and every one of you and the hard work you put forth these past 4 years with all of these activities. It is because of you that all of our fundraising was such a success. As a result, our class was able to purchase senior hoodies, caps and gowns, graduation photos taken by Mr. Trombley, a pizza and ice cream picnic, and an amazing senior trip to Boston and New York City. The class has chosen to use the remaining funds to donate to CAPES, which is funding to help any student in our school district. A necessary skill in life is the ability to adapt and change. While living through a horrible pandemic, your continued effort to fundraise was admirable. Fast forwarding to your prom, for the first time in CCS history, your class decided to have a winter prom in a traditional location in our high school gymnasium. Your combined effort with decorating turned the gymnasium into a truly magical space. We want to give a heartfelt thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Trombley for capturing our special night. It's crazy to think that a little over 3 weeks ago, we were on our senior trip to Boston and New York City. Memories that will last a lifetime were created on this trip, some including Fenway Park, Six Flags, Beetlejuice on Broadway, the fabulous restaurant Fire and Ice, and last but not least, our bus driver, Rich. You could count on Rich to make sure that everything flowed smoothly, and he got us from point A to B with a great sense of humor. We certainly felt that we were in safe hands, and we are truly honored that we have him here today with us in our audience. One memory that will forever stay in our minds from this trip is when we left Broadway and entered the craziness of Times Square. Mrs. Martin and I looked up, and you all had formed a line, each grabbing onto a backpack or a shirt of the person in front of you while we navigated back to the hotel. It was heartwarming to see the bond and closeness that you all had with one another. Mrs. Martin and I are truly proud of each and every one of you. We have seen you grow, mature, and achieve individual goals. And this is just the beginning for all of you. You deserve to not only celebrate each other, but please promise us that you will take the time to celebrate all that you have accomplished individually. Last but not least, wherever your path takes you in life, we urge you to always show kindness. We want to leave you with the following quote. This is not a surprise, is it? Accredited to Ralph Waldo Emerson. This is our wish for you. Comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to all see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that we can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, and love to complete your life. We love you all. And we are going to call Mrs. Fowler back to the stage.
Thank you, Mrs. Jarvis and Mrs. Martin. In a few minutes, we will give special recognition to the students who have achieved unique and outstanding success. Before reading these awards, we wish to recognize the many accomplishments and contribution of each graduate here today. We honor each of our graduates and congratulate them for a job well done. Each year, we receive many compliments from parents and out-of-town visitors about how nice our graduation program is. We are proud to continue what most would consider a traditional ceremony. Please respect the dignity of this ceremony by refraining from hollering or whistling when individual awards and diplomas are announced. The awards earned by this year's graduates are in the gymnasium and may be picked up by seniors after today's ceremony. And even though I said that, someone will forget. So please help them if you're their parent. There's a lot of money in some of those. We will now begin our recognition of individual achievements by senior class advisors Mackenzie Jarvis and Tara Martin, who will announce the special awards to be presented to members of our graduating class.
Please hold your applause until the end when we will ask the recipients to stand. LG Balfour Award, Hunter Martin. The Balfour Award is based on those personal qualities which identify an outstanding member of any graduating class: scholarship, loyalty, and achievement. The recipient is selected by the faculty, and the student receives a gold key from Balfour. Congratulations, Hunter. Girls Athletic Award, Avery Tam. The Dick Cook Award is presented in recognition of outstanding contribution to the girls' interscholastic sports program at Chateauguay Central School throughout high school. Sportsmanship, leadership, cooperation, and athletic talent formed the basis for this special recognition. She will receive $150. Congratulations, Avery. Boys Athletic Award, Stephen Dwyer. The Harold Brooks Award is presented to a senior boy who demonstrated outstanding athletic ability and sportsmanship throughout high school and the interscholastic sports program. The award is made each year in memory of a former graduate, fine athlete, and gentleman. Congratulations, Stephen. Northern Athletic Conference Award. The following senior athletes have received Northern Athletic Conference Awards from Section 10 for the following sports. Students, please stand to be recognized by sport. Boys Soccer, Stephen Dwyer. Girls Soccer, Emma Carlisto, Grace Jarvis, Kylie Peterson, Adrian Secor, and Avery Tam. Volleyball, Ayana Adams, Olivia Harrigan, and Madison Sweet. Boys Basketball, Nathan Harrigan. Girls Basketball, Grace Jarvis and Adrian Secor. Boys Bowling, Andrew Burgoyne, Stephen Dwyer, Ethan Green, Alexander Otis, and Max Richards. Girls Bowling, Kimberly Dunn, Brianne Rondo, and Madison Sweet. Cheerleading, Avery Tam. Baseball, Stephen Dwyer and Nathan Harrigan. Softball, Kimberly Dunn, Jasmine Russell, and Avery Tam. Congratulations. Apple Award, Emily Dibble. The Apple Award is given to a senior from each district that attends the North Franklin Ed Center. The award goes to the student having the highest average in the career and technical education program. With the graduate, congratulations, Emily, sorry. With the graduate whose names I have just announced, please stand for appropriate recognition. Mr. Bruce Guglielmo will now announce several scholarship awards.
Excuse me. You didn't need to be hearing me sniff all presentation. Good afternoon. In addition to the awards previously announced, many of today's graduates will receive scholarships and monetary awards. Most of these awards are due to the generosity of alumni and friends of Chateauguay Central School. We extend our congratulations to these students and also recognize the important role played by parents, teachers, and others in earning these honors. A detailed description of each award can be found in your graduation program that you were given as you entered today's ceremony. Again, please hold your applause until the end, when I will ask all recipients to stand. The Ethel Schreier Bassett Academic Excellence Awards, Hunter Martin and Kimberly Dunn. This award is given each year to the valedictorian and salutatorian of the graduating class. Hunter will receive $300 and Kimberly will receive $200. Chateauguay Teachers Association Scholarship Award. Grace Jarvis, Marissa Manning, Sarah Poyer, and Adrian Secor. Each fall during the American Education Week, the Chateauguay Teachers Association sponsors a fundraiser. The proceeds from this annual event are used to fund scholarships for graduating seniors. A committee formed from the members of the Teachers Association selected the recipients. Each student will receive $1,000. Boys and Girls Athletic Association scholarships. Emma Carlisto, Kimberly Dunn, Stephen Dwyer, Nathan Harrigan, Grace Jarvis, Kylie Peterson, Maxwell Richards, Adrian Secor, and Avery Tam. The Athletic Association uses money earned from fundraising projects during the year to honor members of the organization who have been good school citizens as well as participants in the interscholastic athletic program. Each recipient will receive $100. The trustees of Franklin Academy presents the Mary Stark Memorial Scholarship. Maxwell Richards. The terms of the will of the late Miss Stark provide for scholarship awards to residents of Burke who will be attending college. Funds are administered by the Board of Trustees of Franklin Academy. Maxwell will receive $1,000. The John W. Martin Jr. Memorial Scholarship. Andrew Burgoyne and Emily Dibble. This award has been given to 2 seniors in each graduating class for the past 39 years. In the 40th year, the family would like to give this in loving memory of both John W. Martin Sr. and John W. Martin Jr., aka Jack and Johnny. The family would love to congratulate both of this year's recipients and wish them good luck in your future endeavors. Andrew and Emily will each receive $100. The American Legion Auxiliary Unit 875 Scholarship, Jasmine Russell and Adrian Secor. The John E. Herrica Legion Auxiliary 875 of Chateauguay awards scholarships annually to assist graduates with their college aspirations. The awards are based on scholarship, character, leadership, and need. Kin of students need to be members of the Legion or Legion Auxiliary. Jasmine and Adrian will each receive $500. The Franklin County Music Educators Association Scholarship. The Franklin County Music Educators Association uses proceeds from its annual all-county concerts to honor deserving music students in its member schools who will be continuing their education as a major in a music-related field. Sarah will receive $250. Oh, I am so sorry. Sarah Poyer. I'm good for one of those every year. The Business Club Scholarship, Jasmine Russell and Madison Sweet. The Business Club of Chateauguay Central School uses money earned from fundraising projects during the year to honor deserving students who will be continuing their education in the area of business. Jasmine and Madison will receive $225. The Crary Education Foundation Scholarships. Stephen Dwyer, Mackenzie Flynn, Jasmine Russell, and Adrian Secor. Bruce Crary, a wealthy philanthropist who resided in Westport, established Scholarship Foundation to assist needy and deserving students who reside in the 5 Adirondack counties. A local scholarship committee in each district selects the recipients and forwards their recommendations to the Crary Foundation. Jasmine will receive $4,800 over the course of 4 years. Stephen and Adrian will receive $4,400 over the course of 4 years, and Mackenzie will receive $3,600 over the course of 4 years. The CCS Alumni Scholarship. Several members of the class of 1960 began a scholarship fund to reward deserving graduates. They have encouraged all alumni to help make this fund grow. It was the wish of the committee that the award be given to students who work to the best of their ability. I did it again, didn't I? Stephen Dwyer, Kylie Peterson, and Sarah Poyer will each receive $1,000. The American Legion Post 875 Memorial Scholarship, Hunter Martin. The John E. Herrick Post 875 of the American Legion is awarding this scholarship to a graduating senior who is of a member of the Post 875. This scholarship is awarded to students who are hardworking, show service through volunteerism, and are going on to a 2- or 4-year school, or have enlisted in any branch of the military. Hunter will receive $500. The Eastern Star Scholarship, Alexander Stout. This award is given by the Frontier chapter of the Eastern Star to a deserving senior who will be continuing their education in a vocational training program or college. Final selection of the winner is made by the committee chosen by the Eastern Star. Alex will receive $100. The Music Department Scholarship. The Music Department of Chateauguay Central School uses donations received at evening concerts to honor a deserving music student continuing his or her education in a music-related field. Sarah will receive $3,000. I'm really mucking this up today, aren't I? I think it's all been you, Sarah, too. All right, I'll slow down. The Scholarship for Academic Excellence, Kimberly Dunn, Hunter Martin, and Avery Tam. The New York State Legislature and the Board of Regents have established a scholarship for academic excellence to reward students across the state for their high academic achievement. Selection is based on Regents' examination scores in English, social studies, math, and science. The number of awards in each school is based on enrollment. Hunter will receive $6,000 over the course of 4 years. Kimberly and Avery will receive $2,000 over the course of 4 years. The University of Vermont Alice Hyde Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship, Stephen Dwyer and Mackenzie Flynn. Each year, the UVM Health Network at Alice Hyde Medical Center and the Auxiliary Association awards scholarships to area students who intend to pursue any level of study in the medical field. Stephen and Mackenzie will receive $300. The Gene Team Scholarship, Belle Gogolin, Grace Jarvis, Marissa Manning, and Sarah Poyer. This scholarship was created by the Gene Team organization here at CCS. This organization collects $5 from the staff to wear jeans on paydays and uses the funds to benefit causes within the school and community. Recognizing the importance of education within the community, this scholarship is for students pursuing a degree in education. Belle, Grace, Marissa, and Sarah will each receive $500. The David L. Bush Memorial Scholarships, Mackenzie Flynn and Jasmine Russell. This scholarship is administered by the American Legion Auxiliary in memory of David L. Bush. Mackenzie and Jasmine will each receive $1,000. The New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association Scholarship, Emma Carlisto. NYSCOBA has established a statewide scholarship program for members' dependents. Applicants must be graduating seniors who are enrolling in a post-high school program. Emma will receive $600. The Chateauguay Rotary Scholarship, Emma Carlisto and Mackenzie Flynn. Our local chapter of Rotary International, as a part of their ongoing effort to support area youth, has established this scholarship to honor and reward graduating seniors who exemplify Rotary's motto of service above self. This year, Rotary wants to award this in memory and honor of Jerry Jones, a 1966 graduate of CCS and a fervent supporter of the Chateauguay Rotary. Emma and Mackenzie will each receive $2,000 over the course of 4 years. Malone Kiwanis Club, Adrian Secor. Kiwanis International brings the world together one child at a time. Each community has different needs, And Kiwanis empowers members to pursue creative ways to serve the needs of children throughout the local service projects and fundraising. This award is to a student that has shown great leadership in the quest to assist the community and to continue to assist in the future. Adrian will receive $500. The Kenneth S. and Rita V. Heptonstall Scholarship. Grace Jarvis and Sarah Poirier. The late Rita Heptonstall of Chateauguay provided in her will a bequest to Chateauguay Central School to establish a memorial scholarship. Mrs. Heptonstall was a devoted teacher for over 40 years, the last 25 here at Chateauguay. She demonstrated a love for children. The Heptonstall Scholarship is awarded to students who have been accepted into accredited teacher certification programs. Grace and Sarah will each receive $350. Edward Happ and Mary Foran Memorial Scholarship. Stephen Dwyer. To encourage young people to continue their education and remain involved in community service, a scholarship has been established by Thomas and Muriel Campbell and their children, Dan, Marie, Bill, and Joe. Happ and Mary Foran's contribution to community service in Chateauguay is best exemplified by their association with the Chateauguay Fire Company for more than 50 years. This scholarship is to be awarded to a graduating senior who will be attending college and is involved in community service. Stephen will receive $350. The True North Federal Credit Union Ann Anderson Memorial Scholarship. The North Franklin Federal Credit Union, based in Malone, annually awards these scholarships to graduating seniors from one of the 5 school districts within their service area. Students or parents must be a member of the credit union. The recipient must demonstrate academic achievement as well as school and community involvement. Kim and Mackenzie will each receive $1,000. The Stanley Joseph Memorial Award, Maxwell Richards. Mrs. Frances Rushford Pilata, wife of the late Stanley Joseph Rushford, a 1939 graduate of Chateauguay Central School District, established this memorial award to recognize a graduating senior who had earned an endorsement in the trades program, with the first priority going to a student in the building trades program. Maxwell will receive $500. The DeChambeau Memorial Scholarship, Grace Jarvis. The Memorial Scholarship Fund was established in the will of the late William DeChambeau of Burke to reward the qualities of Christian character, scholarship, leadership among our youth, and to assist in furthering their education. Grace will receive $250. The Perigo Scholarship, Grace Jarvis. The Presbytery of Northern New York established this memorial award to recognize a graduating senior who has proven themselves to be hardworking and caring for people. Grace will receive $250. The Helen M. and James W. Dowd Memorial Scholarship. Family of the late Helen M. and James W. Dowd established this scholarship to honor Jim's tenure as band director at Chateauguay Central School from 1956 to 1985. This scholarship recognizes a senior who has chosen to continue his or her education in the field of music. Sarah, I did it again. Now it seems it's becoming purposeful, doesn't it? Sarah will receive $500. The 2022 Science Award, Kimberly Dunn, Stephen Dwyer, Jaden Rushford, and Avery Tam. This year, Chateauguay Central School was gifted a very generous award for students who have strong science and math concentration during their high school career. These students must be pursuing a degree in a science or math-related field. This anonymous donor provided for 4 $5,000 scholarships to be given to award winners selected by a local scholarship committee. Kimberly, Stephen, Jaden, and Avery will each receive $5,000. The 2022 Career Training Award, Emma Carlisto and Kylie Peterson. This year, Chateauguay Central School was also was also gifted a very generous award for students who will be pursuing a degree in a technical or career-related field. This anonymous donor provided for scholarships to be given to students selected by the local scholarship committee. Emma and Kylie will each receive $5,000. The Timothy A. Bowling Scholarship. Grace Jarvis and Stephen Dwyer. This scholarship is given to students with good character and work ethic in memory of Timothy A. Bowling by his parents, Lisa Bilo Bowling, a CCS 1978 grad, and Ed Bowling. Tim passed away as a result of an accident in September of 2016. Grace and Stephen will each receive $300. Jack and Betty Lyons Scholarship. This memorial Stephen Dwyer. Dang, I'm just goofing this up all over. Jack and Betty Lyons Scholarship, Stephen Dwyer. This memorial scholarship fund was established in the will of the late Elizabeth R. Lyons of Chateaugay to reward the qualities of character, scholarship, leadership among our youth and to assist in furthering their education. Stephen will receive $5,000. The Karen's Hope Rachel's Challenge Scholarship. Kimberly Dunn and Stephen Dwyer. This scholarship was created in honor of Karen Burden Clark and Rachel Joy Scott. Karen was born in Messina, New York, and was a counselor for the Malone, New York School District. She believed that kindness was the antidote to bullying and believed in Rachel's Challenge. Rachel's Challenge is a nonprofit organization created by the parents of Rachel Joy Scott, who was a victim of the Columbine shooting. She was also a very bright and bubbly person who also believed that kindness could change the world. As a part of her senior project, Kim Dunn, a 2022 graduate, created a fundraiser to support this scholarship. Kimberly and Stephen will each receive $350. This year, the graduates have received $92,650. Would all graduates whose names I have just announced please stand up for appropriate recognition? Mrs. Catherine Dwyer, high school principal, will now announce several academic awards.
National Honor Society. Membership in the National Honor Society represents the highest form of recognition for scholastic excellence, character, leadership, and service attainable by Chateaugay Central School students. 10 members of the class of 2022 have been selected for membership. Will the members recognized please stand as your names are called? Serena Cowan, Kimberly Dunn, Stephen Dwyer, Mackenzie Flynn, Grace Jarvis, Hunter Martin, Alex Otis, Jaden Rushford, Adrian Secor, and Avery Tam. We would also like to recognize Emma Whalen for being inducted into the Career and Technical Education National Honor Society. Students enrolled in a career and technical education program may also be recognized for individual achievements in their area of study. Would the following students please stand and remain standing until the group has been recognized? Andrew Burgoyne, Attitude Award in Welding. Raymond Fortin, Professional Excellence. Alex Otis, Most Skilled in Trade for Electrical Trades. Maxwell Richards, Most Skilled in Trade for Building Trades. Brianne Rondo, Most Improved Student, Early Childhood Education. And Emma Whalen, Most Skilled in Trade, Health Occupations. The following students have been on the honor roll every quarter of their high school career and have received an individual plaque as well as their names inscribed on a 16 consecutive honor roll permanent plaque. Serena Cowan, Kimberly Dunn, Stephen Dwyer, Mackenzie Flynn, Grace Jarvis, Hunter Martin, Kylie Peterson, Sarah Poyer, Jaden Rushford, Adrian Secor, and Avery Tam. Each year, the Board of Education presents a gift to the 2 senior students who attained the highest averages in the graduating class. These students will receive a commemorative clock inscribed with their names, year of graduation, and their GPA. We offer our personal congratulations for the outstanding record they have attained during their 4 years in high school. Hunter Martin and Kimberly Dunn. These students will retrieve their clocks at the awards table. This year's salutatorian, with an average of 97.49, is Kimberly Dunn. And this year's valedictorian, with an average of 98.66, is Hunter Martin. At this time, our superintendent, Mrs. Fowler, will be returning back to the stage.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our graduation speaker. Brian it's Brian Dwyer. I'll say your last name too, just for you, Sarah. Brian is a lifelong resident of Chateaugay. He graduated from Chateaugay Central School in 1992, and for you mathematicians, that's 30 years ago. He's not as old as me, though, so that's good. Following graduation, Brian enrolled at North Country Community College in Malone and worked on the family farm. He worked and managed the farm with his dad until 2014. In 1994, he began his work at St. Patrick's as a youth minister. And in 2003, he married the love of his life, Monique. And they have been blessed with 5 children. Stephen, who graduates today, Angela, Matthew, Paul, and Lauren. A really neat thing is this year, Lauren graduated from kindergarten and Stephen is graduating from high school. And it was really precious to see them walk in our senior kindergarten ceremony. So that was priceless. In 2009, he was ordained as a permanent deacon for the Roman Catholic Diocese of Ogdensburg. Since his ordination, he has served as youth director for the diocese, and for the past 3 years, he has served as the parishes of St. Patrick's in Chateaugay, St. Francis in Constable, and St. Mary's in Fort Covington as the pastoral life coordinator. We are very grateful to have you here today to share your wisdom with the 2022 graduating class.
I'm going to have to keep some of this light, or I may not be able to get through it. But Mrs. Fowler, I really thank you for that introduction. But in some ways, I wish Bruce could have introduced me. That way he wouldn't have introduced my name in case it was bad. Then they were trying to figure out who this guy was up here. Next time we got to connect better. But I'd like to thank Mrs. Fowler, as I said, for her kind introduction. To our high school principal, Kate Dwyer, Mrs. Calnan, the entire administration here at Chateauguay Central School, the Board of Education, and especially to the class of 2022 for this opportunity to speak to you today. When Mrs. Fowler first called me to ask if I would be selected, if I would accept, it was met with great excitement, humility, and honor. When her and Kate called and said that I was selected by the class, I was blessed and honored to accept. The class of 2022, listening to the awards and all that you have accomplished here today, I want to join my congratulations to everyone else on your fine achievements and the respectable and genuine and authentic people that you've become. This world will be blessed by your presence. Whatever path that you take, life will be better because they have come in contact with you. Now, as Mrs. Fowler mentioned, 30 years ago, almost to the day, I stood on the stage, June 28th of 1992 to be exact. And I have to admit, I didn't have to stand up as many times as the rest of these kids did here today. I was sitting in the back row, second to the last. And I have to admit, we all have journeys that we take. My journey in high school, I have to admit, I forgot one thing. There's a few faculty, staff, and administration that was here today, that was here when I was here. I would like to offer my heartfelt condolences and my deep regret for the many gray hairs and the much anguish that I may have caused some of you. But to the teachers that taught me, thank you for your patience and your love. You never gave up, and we're here today. But when I entered my senior year, I was just one of those guys that wanted to fit in, be part of the crowd, and admittedly, my academics wasn't my highest priority. And it showed. However, on my journey, when I entered the class of the year 1991 to go into my senior year, everything looked normal. I acted normal. I was looking forward to this experience. But I was going through a difficult time in my life at that time that very few people would have ever known. I put my best foot forward. I tried to put on a good face. But through the love and support of those who knew me best, I was able to persevere. Anybody on this stage today knows that at different times in our life, we are scarred, we're broken, we are hurt. And sometimes each day, each opportunity, each moment seems difficult to undertake. But anybody on this stage today that's ever been in that situation, don't ever give up. Your best self will always emerge in the end. And I am blessed that I was met with so many people to get me through that difficult time. When I was at Chateauguay Central School, like probably most people, I didn't appreciate what I had until it was gone. When I graduated in 1992 and went out into that world, I had some idea what I wanted to do, but wasn't completely certain. I had the farm. As Mrs. Fowler said, I went to North Country Community College, but I still really didn't know what God had in store. But as time moved on, the support and guidance I got from others led me to a life of service in the church. Now, many would say, God chose that path for me to make up for past sins, and that was probably true. And I'm definitely doing my penance now, serving God's people here in Franklin County. You know how some people come, they speak at graduation, and they're going to get an honorary degree. I was going to check with Mrs. Fowler later to see if I could get an increase in my GPA for speaking at graduation here today. Now, class of 2022, you're killing me here. I don't usually wear a suit, and it's very hot. Usually all I have to do is throw a white vestment on and I'm ready to go. Shorts and t-shirts and ready to serve. And when I speak, usually at the end of my speaking, there's a collection taken. We're going to not do that today, so you can put your wallets back in your pocket. When I started my journey in youth ministry, there was a book to kind of teach me on how to be a good youth minister and to journey with youth. The name of the book was Renewing the Vision. And the small little booklet has served me well in my time in service. Because it talked about youth, my job was to be a traveling companion for people. For young people. But as I graduated from youth and got on to active ministry, I have always carried that with me. We need to be companions on the journey. Class of 2022, look at these companions that you've journeyed with, the good times and bads, the successes and disappointments. You have been a companion to one another and have formed strong friendships. I celebrate my companions that have helped me in my way as well. Continue to solidify these relationships. Continue to walk with each other, because that is when we will finally hit our journey in stride. Graduates, today you have big plans, big ideas, big agendas, and that is great. But I just want to speak for a moment on small things. Because it's in those small things that we accomplish great things. One of my favorite saints is Mother Teresa of Calcutta, who says, "Not everybody can do great things, but we can all do small things with great love." Class of 2022, I want you to focus on those small things in your life that have brought you here today. Whether it was a hug, whether it was a shoulder to cry on, whether it was a teacher or a family member who walked this journey with you and did the small things that nobody often sees. In my ministry, as great as it is, the most transformative times of my life have been those opportunities that nobody sees. Just today, as I was leaving St. Mary's in Fort Covington, stressed out about this speech, thinking about graduation, and somebody came because the door was open. He was a troubled man. His name was Sky. And I go out to him in these small moments, and I said, "Can I help you?" And he says to me what had happened to him. He has a broken relationship, he has no money, he has no cell phone, he has no way to get in contact with his wife. I said, "What can I do for you?" He says, "I just want someone to pray with." As tears come streaming down his eyes. I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about what I got to do. But it's in those moments, graduates, it is in those moments that we see our best self. We're challenged to be our best self. It says in Scripture to clothe yourself in compassion, kindness, loveliness, and patience. When people come into your presence, may they leave better people. Kindness needs to rule our world, not hatred and division. So often, my friends, a word, a kindly smile will often sacrifice a gladdened, wounded, and sorrowful heart. Your hugs, your smiles, your laughter, your patience, your shoulder to cry on will change the world. Friends, I invite you to rejoice in hope, Be patient in times of suffering or persecution, and to persevere, because we can do all things in God who strengthens us. What am I trying to say? I'm surprised I'm getting through this. One of my favorite bands, much to Mrs. Dwyer's chagrin here, is U2. If you ask Manek and the kids, I'm constantly listening to U2 music, and Stephen can really attest to that. But as you guys embark on a new career, there's a song that they sing that I think sets the tone. I think you guys would agree our world's a bit of a mess. And you guys are going out hope-filled to change your circle of influence in addition to change the world. As different as we all are, even on this stage in this auditorium, I think we all share one common calling, and that is to be kind and generous and loving. The song One by U2 has served me well in my ministry, and I have even used it in the pulpits of Catholic churches. The lyrics go like this: one love, one blood, one life, you get to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We have to carry each other. We're one. We are one. And finally, my friends, as a lifelong farmer, and this will fit appropriately. So often on the farm, we had to harrow up the fields. We had to till the soil to get it ready to receive the seed. But in order to do that, we had to do a lot of hard work to get the field ready. We had to remove the stones, and if you're a gardener, you have to remove the weeds. My friends, our field now, your field, is your capacity to love, is your heart. Sometimes we have to move the stones of hatred and division. We have to remove the stones of gossip and dissension. Yes, we have to remove the weeds of indifference and selfishness. We have to remove the weeds of injustice and discrimination. Class of 2022, I am hope-filled. I am joy-filled as I look at you and those who formed you and those who love you so much. My heart beams with joy because you now will share in that mantle to change the world, one soul at a time, one act of kindness at a time. In a world that is so divisive, we have to be witnesses and champions of truth and life. You will be champions and witnesses of justice, love, and peace for a better tomorrow for everybody. You need to be witnesses and champions for compassion and empathy, and for respect and dignity. You will be champions and witnesses to patience, generosity, and charity. Friends, be authentic in your joy, faithfulness in your conduct, and gentleness in everything that you do. You and your classmates have shined. You have struggled and overcame much in your journey thus far. This is a new chapter of endless possibilities. Your time, as I said, to expect the mantle and to preserve and cherish it. Yes, the journey might be difficult. Be not afraid. Trust. Be humbled. Do the next right thing. Graduates, thank you for this opportunity. Congratulations. And I'll tell you, the world is in great hands. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. We are pleased that you were able to be here with us today to speak to our graduates in such a meaningful way. And I do know that if I asked any of you to take a collection today, you would do it. But I'm not going to either. But you have been a community that allows us to do all that we do for our students, so thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the senior class speaker. The class of 2022 has selected Grace Jarvis as their senior class speaker.
Hello, family, friends, and staff. Before I begin, I would like to thank and welcome all administration, staff, and anyone else for getting us all here today, the 2022 high school graduation. It is my absolute pleasure to be able to describe to you our high school experience. Imagine you are handed a timer that counts down 720 days, day by day. And that timer starts as soon as you walk through the doors at the flagpole entrance freshman year. And if you were to tell me that I had those 720 days to live before we graduate, I would completely and utterly want to skip right to senior year. I've always looked up to the seniors and saw the fun they had, their bond with their teachers, and then seniorities. But none of us were aware of what was about to happen our next year of high school. Everything went upside down. March 13th, 2020 flipped our whole high school experience in a way we couldn't fix. We went into lockdown, and that was a wild ride. We couldn't see each other, talk to each other, hang out together, and build bond like every class gets to do. And unfortunately, that carried over throughout almost all of our high school experience. It was mentally draining, exhausting, and unhealthy for our interpersonal skills. And that is something we will never forget. We are the COVID kids. We've experienced, cried, and lived through it all. And now what? But after you think about it for a little bit, the answer is quite simple: senior year. Although senior year, without a doubt, has been the most amazing experience me or probably any one of my classmates could think of, our 9th through 11th grade years are all mixed into one due to us not actually being in school. But wow, when you get to see your name on the typical senior things, like the telephone poles, bulletin boards, and hallways, you will forever remember that feeling, a feeling of complete satisfaction. I can see it through everyone's smiles and interactions with each other. We have successfully completed our high school experience, and that is amazing. Not everybody gets that chance. We are lucky. Although it may not feel that way, because all of the challenges we've faced, we are unbelievably lucky. As I stated before, senior year has been absolutely the time of our lives. Through our fun outings like decorating our cars before the first day of school, the long senior play practices, the most amazing senior trip and senior skip day, we've connected, rejuvenated, and just had fun. And if I may speak on everyone else's behalf, us COVID kids haven't had too many opportunities to have fun, like actual fun, where we can let loose and be ourselves with our peers and not feel weird or unsafe. That was rare for us. But I honestly wouldn't change it for the world. I think the few years we were in lockdown really put into perspective just how important human interaction is. If that's watching a movie together to seeing the Statue of Liberty as a whole, it is incredible. Therefore, my advice to the underclassmen is to enjoy everything from the hot days in June where you long to get out of class, the race for the equipment during noon hour, and even the little arguments you might partake in. You're going to miss it. I will promise you that. So make plans, talk to your friends, make new friends, and most importantly, have the time of your lives. You only get one chance at high school. Let it be something you want to remember. But we have to remember that today is graduation, a day we've all looked forward to, and begin a new chapter. But I don't think the feeling you're feeling right now is anything like what you thought. No. We all imagine throwing our caps up and running out of the building to start our new chapter in life, but I don't think that's the case. We might be feeling a little despair and overwhelmed, but remember, it's all normal. Sometimes I don't like being in such a small school, but I wouldn't change it for the world. No matter who you're friends with or not, we knew each other, laughed with each other, and got to experience life with each other. Despite how hard some parts were, we did it. And now to my class. And now that the timer is counted, we are on the 720th day, high school graduation. I want you to all take on life with everything we've learned, from how to memorize lines from senior play to learning to create a strong bond with your peers. It is all important. This is the time to create your life you've always pictured. Do you want to go to college, the workforce, to a trade, to start a family, travel the world? It's up to you what you do now. You don't have to worry about any teachers asking you to do their homework, and I believe that all of you will, without a doubt, do great things. It might come easier for some people, but you are all worthy of success. It's our time to change the future, so you decide what you do. And just like that, we did it. We graduated. We're done with high school. As much as I wanted this day to come freshman year, I am absolutely, completely in shock. I don't want this to be our last day together, but it is. But we now know how crazy life can be and how it can change in the blink of an eye. But remember what you know now. We are all worthy of success, but you decide when you use it. Now, with that being said, just remember you have the upper hand, so use it. And lastly, I would like to recognize two very important people, Mrs. Jarvis and Mrs. Martin. Throughout our middle school years, we got thrown into a loop. Our class went through a good 4 to 6 people that were supposedly going to be our advisors. Year after year, we had no money and no direction. Although freshman year, we were lucky enough to land Mrs. Jarvis and Mrs. Martin. For the first time in our middle and high school experience, we have found 2 people that believed in us and what we could accomplish. They've worked countless hours and donated all their time to us. And for all of this, we thank you. We appreciate you for all you have done for us and know your work doesn't go unnoticed. You both have made a huge impact on our lives. And so, I would like to congratulate the class of 2022. You have all succeeded already. I now invite Mrs. Fowler back to the stage.
I think we should give her another round of applause. At this time, the Chateaugay Central School Senior Chorus would like to honor the graduates by performing For Just a Little While by Sally Albright and Jay Outhouse in honor of the senior class. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Marlena Hodges for serving as our pianist today. We have all found such a special bond with you, so thank you. The seniors have prepared a brief visual history of their years at Chateaugay Central School. Because of the position of the screen, it will be necessary for the seniors to exit the stage and stand at the side aisles. They will return to the stage at the conclusion of the presentation. Please enjoy their walk through the past.
These corners, try to take the easy way. I kept on falling dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
When I first found out the life expectancy for the first time, it really scared me. Right now it's up to about 36. It's just one of those things that really makes you appreciate life. It makes you appreciate where you are as a person.
Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loaded merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years, there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph, and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember
"38 seniors at Chattagay Central School have completed the school and state requirements for graduation with a local or Regents diploma. And this group of 38 students is also our first pre-K class. So it's pretty exciting that they started UPK 4, and they got us off to a great start, don't you believe? We request that you withhold applause until all diplomas have been presented. Lori Green, President of our Board of Education, will now present diplomas to the members of the 2022 graduating class. Board members Bill Harrigan and Tony Martin will join Lori on stage for the presentations of diplomas. Stephen William Dwyer. Stephen will be attending Russell Sage College to study physical therapy. Stephen would like to thank his parents, friends, faculty, and staff for helping him get through his high school career. Alexander Otis. Alex has joined the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 910. Alex would like to thank all of his teachers, especially Mr. Trombley. Mackenzie Flynn. Mackenzie plans to attend SUNY Canton to study healthcare management in the fall. She would like to thank her family, friends, and staff members that have supported her over the years. Adrian Secor. Adrian plans to attend SUNY Canton to study early childhood development to become a preschool teacher. Adrian would like to thank her parents, family, friends, coaches, and all staff members for all their help and for always supporting her and being there for her throughout her high school career. Kimberly Dunn. Kimberly plans to attend Clarkson University to study biomolecular science to pursue a career in clinical laboratory science. She would like to thank her parents, grandparents, and siblings for all the support they have given her, as well as her teachers and advisors. Hunter Martin. Hunter plans to attend SUNY Plattsburgh in the fall. Hunter would like to thank her family and friends for their support over the years. Grace Johnston Jarvis. Grace will be attending SUNY Cortland to pursue her physical education degree. Grace would like to thank her parents for always putting up with her, Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Johnston for always pushing her to be her best, and Mrs. Rieger for always making her laugh. Avery Tam. Avery will be attending Russell Sage College in the fall to study human sciences. Avery would like to thank her parents for always supporting her and her goals, for always encouraging her to never give up. Jaden Rushford. Jaden will be attending Russell Sage College in the fall to study health sciences, to pursue a degree in physical therapy. She would like to thank her parents and family and friends for always supporting her. Serena Cowan. Serena would like to thank Mr. Trombley. Yes, please walk with him. Yes, thank you. Matthew Allen. Matthew will be volunteering, exploring opportunities, and enhancing his education. Oh. Brianne Rondo. Brianne will be entering the workforce after graduation. Brianne would like to thank her sister for always being there for her from day one and being one of her biggest supporters, her parents for always being by her side, and her friend Olivia Harrigan for being her best friend since 3rd grade and for helping her through schoolwork and life. Emma Elizabeth Carlisto. Emma will be attending SUNY Canton in the fall to pursue a career in nursing. Emma would like to thank her family and friends for their constant support. Kylie Peterson. Kylie will be attending North Country Community College to study radiology technology. Kylie would like to thank her parents for everything they have done for her and for always pushing her to do her very best. Kylie loves you. Sarah Poyer. Sarah will be attending Ithaca College to study music education. She would like to thank her parents for pushing her to pursue her dreams. Olivia Harrigan. Olivia will be attending North Country Community College for Business Administration. She would like to thank her parents and her family. Nathan Thomas Harrigan. Nathan will be entering the workforce after graduation, working for Dow Electric. Jamin Miller. Jamin plans to join the local welding union. Austin Mosier. Austin will be pursuing volunteering opportunities and continue to enhance his education. Maxwell John Richards. Maxwell will be entering the workforce after graduation. You'd think they had a really good time on that senior trip. Ethan John Green. Ethan will be entering the workforce after graduation. He would like to thank his mom and dad for taking care of him and guiding him. Ariel Anna Leonard. Ariel plans to attend SUNY Plattsburgh to pursue a master's degree in social work. She would like to thank her parents and family for the constant support through high school. Belle Starr Gogolin. Belle plans to attend college to pursue a career in special education. She would like to thank all of her teachers, her grandfather, her sister Aurora, her boyfriend Peyton Cook, and his family for always pushing her to do her best and for always being there to help her. Jasmine Russell. Jasmine will be attending SUNY Plattsburgh in the fall to study social work. Jasmine would like to thank the Gillette family for all they have done for her. Austin Lamore. Austin will be entering the workforce. Austin would like to thank his teachers and parents for everything they have done. Raymond Fortin. Raymond plans to attend John Abbott College to study professional acting. Evan Heseltine. Evan will be entering the workforce. Andy W. Burgoyne. Andy is unsure of his plans after graduation. Nathaniel Servatus. Nathaniel is unsure of his plans after graduation. He would like to thank his mother and father for helping him reach this point and for helping him find out who he is and who he's meant to be. Emma Jean Alexia Whalen. Emma will be attending Utica College in the fall to pursue a nursing degree. Emma would like to thank her grandmother for all of her support and continued support from heaven. She would also like to thank her mom, dad, and papa. Emily Dibble. Emily will be attending North Country Community College to pursue a career in nursing. She would like to thank her parents, her brother Tristan, and Alicia and Richard. Alexander Stout. Alex will be attending SUNY Cobleskill to study fisheries and wildlife technology. Alex would like to thank his parents and teachers for always nagging at him. I told him he could have used administration too. Madison Sweet. Madison plans to take animal behavioral courses after graduation. She would like to thank her mom and dad for dealing with all of her crazy ways all of these years, and Mrs. O'Connor for helping her through tough times and adjusting her schedule for her after she had her surgery. Alex Cromp. Alex has plans to attend college to study psychology. Alex would like to thank his parents and family. Lastly, he would like to thank Austin Lamore for being a brother to him. Without Austin's support, Alex expresses that he wouldn't be standing here today. Samuel Baker. Sam plans to enlist in the Marines after graduation. Ayana Adams. Ayana will be attending North Country Community College to study Human and Family Services. She would like to thank her mom and her family, as well as her bosses Billy and Jim Collette. Marissa Manning. Marissa will be attending SUNY Plattsburgh to study education. Marissa would like to thank her mom and Grampy for pushing her to do well. Caleb Bond. Caleb plans to take a break from school and then attend college to study culinary. Caleb would like to thank his entire family for always being there and pushing him to do things and never give up. I now declare the class of 2022 graduated. We thank you for joining us to share this day with our graduates and hope that you will join us in the gymnasium for a reception to honor our graduates. Please remain in your seats until the graduates, Board of Education, and faculty have cleared their aisles.